Hey everyone!
Hey everyone!
Welcome back to another episode of Snax in the City.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Snax is back. Hey! Happy anniversary!
Oh my god, cheers.
I'll grow house.
You know, like that.
I don't like it there.
Me either.
So, we're back. We're celebrating 2 years of Snax. How do you feel? How are you feeling?
Oh, Brie, I feel like I've been doing this my whole life. It does feel longer than 2 years.
Oh, it totally feels like 2 years. I actually thought that we had it wrong. Like when we were making the post.
Wait, what? You said it does feel like 2 years?
No, more than 2 years.
Oh.
Like you sent me the graphic that you made and I was like, 2? I literally thought we celebrated that already. But we didn't. Obviously.
No, we didn't. Imagine. We just got it wrong.
No, we didn't. So yeah, I'm feeling, you know what I'm feeling? Fulfilled.
That's good.
I am feeling fulfilled and also
Sexually?
I wish. I wish so badly.
I don't know where to look. Like,
So, for people who are just listening, we're also recording visually. Is that how you say that? No. We're recording video content as well because we got approved to do vodcasting.
Ooh.
Via Anchor and Spotify also. So, if you have friends that...
Oh, this is going to be the Call Her Daddy with Jamie Lynn Spears.
Don't ever compare me to that, ever again.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I just meant...
That, but yeah. Like how you watched it, yes. Like that. Like you can watch it right in the app.
Some people are so touching.
Yeah, that's me. Anyway. So if you have any friends that you think would be like, oh my god, Bray and Maddie are so fucking funny and I just like am not a podcast kind of girly. Well, buckle up because now you can watch it. So I don't want to make too many promises, but I know for sure we'll be able to upload. You'll be able to watch the video on Anchor and Spotify. And if I can get my shit together and figure it out, on YouTube as well. But that is... Don't quote me on that. Like, if I can't get it, I don't want to hear it. There's 2 other spots you can watch it, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'll try my best to make the YouTube happen, though. We'll see. Anyway, I'm feeling very inspired because it's all very fun and cool and new. And we love that.
We do love that.
God bless you.
It's been so hard to get out of bed.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
It felt like negative 12 today.
Yeah. So how the hell are you?
Pretty good.
That's good.
I don't have anything. I'm feeling really good today. In general, I wish that I didn't have to work for a living.
Oh, same.
I just wish that I was born into money.
Me too.
Because I'm feeling a little stressed with work, but I don't know. Snax is like really doing well. You keep yawning and it's like throwing me off.
I'm sorry.
You threw off my groove, man.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening.
But like Snax is like really in a period of growth. Like we just hit 3.5 thousand players across all platforms, which is fucking cool. And now we can do podcasting, which I think will really, really change the game for us because I would like to think I'm a visual learner. Like if I could watch something versus just listen to it, I like to watch it.
Oh, not me.
I like to listen to podcasts all day while I'm working because I have like ADD and can't focus if it's too quiet. But a video option never hurt anybody. You know,
I'm doing good too, Brie.
I asked you first.
Did you? You didn't.
Yes, I did.
What did I say?
You
said happy anniversary. I didn't say good.
I asked you, how are you feeling after that? You already answered this question.
Oh, I thought you meant about doing the podcast for 2 years.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you feel in life?
Oh,
how the heck are you?
I'm good. Yeah, this week is crawling by, but you know what?
Oh my god, I know. Like, how the fuck is it Wednesday?
I don't know.
I feel like I've lived at least 5 days this week.
Me too. And, yeah.
You know the highlight of my week?
Seeing me yesterday and today.
Yeah. That was really nice for me. The top 3 is actually a lot more than 3 because I just have a lot to talk about.
All right, bring it on. Tough guy. Name that movie. Just married.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Okay, the first story is not like actually a story. This is just a quick update. In the last episode, we were talking about Jeannie Mai's baby. I know the details now.
What are they?
Pronunciation, Monaco.
Monaco.
Similar to the drink, but also
The place.
the place. So, Monaco. Her name is, it's a girl, and her full name is just Monaco Mai Jenkins. Which is cute because it's like tropical.
Yeah.
But it's got mom and dad's last name because I don't think they're married yet. I'm pretty sure they're just engaged, but good for them. And now we know how to pronounce the name. And on the topic of like, I don't know if they're married, I know who's getting married. The first actual story of the evening, Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song are getting married.
God. I thought they were married. Also, what's their baby's name?
Dakota. Unconfirmed if it was a boy or...
Culkin. Dakota Song Culkin. That's hard to say.
Yeah, it honestly sounds like you're like struggling to see.
Culkin is a crazy last name to pair a name to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna, it's gotta be like Macaulay Culkin.
Right, because that just really rolls off, you know?
But Dakota Culkin.
It's so...
But I guess it's similar to Macaulay Culkin.
So spilled.
But I think like the Lee brings it all together. The Dakota Culkin is just too much.
It's a mouthful. But Brenda's song is aging so
beautifully.
I mean, she's looking
so cute.
Good. Also, Macaulay Culkin, he went through a tough. He's looking so happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Like, so healthy.
Fatherhood looks good on Macaulay.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see, like, they kind of stay out of the limelight, so I'm sure their wedding will be real hush-hush, but...
Yeah. I saw a guy in Bumble named Macaulay.
Mm-hmm. That's an immediate swipe left for me because there's only one. To me,
Well,
that's not...
cute, so I swiped right. He didn't reciprocate the swiping. But...
Yeah. That's tough.
I don't know how to hold these wine glasses. They're huge.
Like this. Like a classy gal. You don't hold the stem because it's...
I know, but I'm like, I don't know. And my hands get hot when I drink wine. I don't want
Yeah, so then you hold it like this and we're drinking chilled white wine. It'll cool your hands.
They're cool your jets. Alright, next.
Okay. So this one's weird. Kanye West did a sit-down interview with Jason Lee. He is the owner of the blog Hollywood Unlocked, if anybody is familiar. Lots of celeb gossip. And they cover all the things everywhere. I mean, honestly, besides TMZ, I think I check Hollywood Unlocked first if I'm looking for, top 3 goodies. They're right up there with TMZ. Jason Lee is a little bit problematic, but like, if you run a gossip site for a living, you gotta be, and he is good at getting the tea out of people. So he recently did a sit-down interview with Kanye West that I did not care to like watch the whole thing because I'm kind of over Kanye right now.
Yeah.
But this story caught my interest because this little bit of the interview is kind of blowing up because Kanye is talking about how he feels so slighted by Kim Kardashian and her family because now he's, not a part of the troupe. He is, they're getting a divorce and so he's on the outside and he feels like they're playing games with him and like keeping him from the kids and blah, blah, blah. And so he's like, well, it's just not fair because I am being wronged here. I think he's forgetting the part where like he was an absentee father / husband for, I don't know, the past 4 years and also cheated on Kim Kardashian an unconfirmed amount of times. Like, I don't know that we should feel bad for you. Yeah. I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time mentally, but like, are those the consequences of your own actions? Me thinks yes.
Uh-huh.
So he's all upset. He's like, well, I went to New York to support Kim when she's doing SNL, and she brings me there just to watch her kiss Pete Davidson. And he's alleging that they were already dating before she went on SNL, which I find hard to believe, because how would she have known him? Yeah. Actually, true. It could be true, because they did hang out before, like in a group setting.
They had to rehearse. The kiss.
Whatever. So he's like, you brought me there to make me watch you kiss your new boyfriend in a skit, like, all this stuff. And one of the things he mentions is, like, how could she treat me like this when, like, there are rumors that there is a second sex tape with Kim and Ray J. And he flew
Ray J wishes.
He flew to wherever to get this laptop that supposedly has these videos from that same vacation of the viral sex tape that we all know and love. By the way, did you ever watch it? Did you ever see it?
No.
I saw a part of it.
I respect your privacy.
Oh.
Just kidding, I just never knew where to look.
Well, I didn't watch it on purpose, but holy huge Ray J. Wow.
Oh my god, you want to know something crazy?
What?
I loved all those shows at MTV, like
Oh yeah.
For the Love of Ray J, or like Tila Tequila.
Yeah. Oh, she's crazy now. A Shot of Love.
Yeah.
She's crazy now.
Daisy of Love. Brett Michaels. It was a Brett Michaels one.
Yes. Rock of Love.
Rock of Love. Oh, Flavor of Love.
Girls were Flavor of Love. I should have been on there. Man.
Yeah, I liked Hoops.
Well, I like New York because we have the same taste of men. She said too much, folks. Like, shut up.
And then he got rid of that, Ray J got rid of that one girl because she was smashing a homie.
Oh, you smashed the homie. What? Smash the homie? What a funny thing to say. But okay, so Kanye's talking about how he flew to wherever to get this laptop that like used to belong to Ray J that some random friend of his has now. And because there's rumor has it, according to this man, that there is a second part of the sex tape that just was never released. And Kanye was like, out of respect for my children's mother, like, I don't want that out because I know what that would do to her. Because if you're a fan of Kim Kardashian or you watched the show or just were paying attention at the time, when the sex tape came out, I mean, she was really devastated. And they did a lot of work to try to get it so that people couldn't see it. And so I think now she's done a lot of work to remove herself from that version of herself and, like, she doesn't want to be known as the sex tape girl. She's like, please, talk about something else. I've done so many things. Talk about something else. So she was very stressed about it. And he was like, and I did that for her. I went and got it, and like I brought it back to her. I changed my work schedule just to give it to her. And so Kim put out a statement today and was like, I mean, yes, he did go get the laptop. We did review everything on the laptop. There is nothing. But just to be clear, like, it's a statement via her, like, lawyer. Kim has always said there is no second part. People are just, like, speculating. There are other videos, but it's, like, home movies from a very long time ago. Ray J was her boyfriend, and they went on vacation together. And just like any other person, they were taking, you know, videos of, like, look at this fun club we're at. Look at this great dinner we're having. Look at the beach. Like, there is no second part of the sex tape. And Kanye knows because they watched everything that was on the computer. So for him to, like, do this interview and be like, oh, look, I'm this great guy. I flew to get the computer and save her reputation. Like, there was nothing to see. You know, there was nothing to see.
He's just trying to find any reason to get it back in.
You know, and it's just like, here's a thought. If you want to get back in good graces, be present. Break up with your weirdo girlfriend and be present. Because that's really what Kim has said this whole time is like, well, I don't want to be married to someone who is bopping all over it every time he has a creative vision. You wake up and you're like, oh, actually, I need to fuck off to Montana for
Wyoming.
Shit, I do that every time. Wyoming. For the next 6 months. See you later.
No offense to anybody who lives in Wyoming.
But you know, like if I'm Kim Kardashian, I'm living like this cozy, cushy life in Calabasas and I have 4 kids, why the fuck would I want to go to Wyoming every time you have an idea and need space to be creative?
Yeah, you can have your space, cowboy.
Yeah, good one. So there's that. There is no second sex tape. Which, I mean, I feel like we knew, but if you were getting tricked and feeling bad for Kanye, don't. Okay, and also on the topic of people we should not feel bad for. Jenny Nguyen was finally officially let go from Bravo. If you're not familiar, she was let go because she is claiming these posts are old. They are not. The most recent one is from 5 months ago. Okay? The oldest ones are from 2020, and that's just like from what surfaced when people were looking at her Facebook page. There's probably more because I don't think that you develop these like undesirable opinions overnight, right?
Right.
So she has these horribly racist posts talking about any and everything. I mean, she touched on Colin Kaepernick, George Floyd. She shared a video of like a random bullying incident that happened at like a local school. Like rioters, just like the full, like the, do you remember there was like that summer where like the Black Lives Matter, it just really was blowing up everywhere. There was marches and riots like happening any and everywhere because there was just like, you know, it was a tough summer. And she shared like, these posts are, it's not even like, oh, I don't agree. Or they're like, ooh, I can't believe she, like they're abhorrent. They're disgusting. They are violent. Like they're bad. They are bad. And so people are mad because it shouldn't have taken Bravo as many days. I mean, it took over a week for them to put out a statement. Like, yes, we have fired her. We have ceased filming with her. Like, this is the kind of stuff you read it once and you're like, oh, no, she's got to go. You know?
Yeah.
It's bad. It is gross. And it's also gross when you don't watch Real Housewives, but in the current season, for about 3 episodes straight, we've been dealing with Jenny is an Asian American, okay? So there's a woman, Mary Cosby. She is black. She makes a comment about liking Jenny's slanted eyes, which obviously is faux pas. You don't say that. You can just say, I like your eyes. You don't need to point out why. That they're slanted. You don't need to point out that she's Asian, so she has different eyes. And Jenny got really upset, rightfully so, because it was an ignorant comment. 100%.
Look up these questions.
Mary also does this thing in her confessionals when she's like repeating a part of the story. She like mocks Jenny's voice because she has an accent. I don't think that she's meaning to mock her. I think it's just like an ignorance thing of like, well, Jenny said this, you know, like you do a voice like, I was talking to Maddie and then she said, but like, right. But for anyone, you typically don't change your voice. Like if I'm saying, and then on Saturday, Maddie said this, I'm still just going to speak. I'm just going to talk the way that I talk. So, you know, when you change your voice and you're kind of like mocking the accent, it's just not a good look and it's fucked up. And so people have this like visceral reaction to what Mary was saying because it's ignorant and it's 2022. Like no one should have to tell you that like pointing out an Asian American's eyes and like, you know, using your fingers to slant your eyes or like make you, right. You just don't do that. You just like we should know for Halloween, you don't color your face brown. It's just, we've learned some things as a society, don't do it. So Jenny is like upset for like 3 episodes. She's going on and on about, Mary, you're also a person of color. I just don't understand how you can be ignorant. How do you not know? Like it's 2022. And she did. She said it again. She repeated the comment. She's like, I just don't understand why it's bad. And like sometimes you don't understand why something is bad or racist or ignorant. Like maybe you don't understand your ignorance, but if somebody is telling you that is offensive to me, the kind thing to do is stop. Yeah. And she wasn't. And so people were like, Mary should be fired, blah, blah, blah. And Jenny has been liking the comments on Instagram, on Twitter, co-signing. All of her interviews post-show have been, I don't like Mary, Mary's ignorant, we didn't get along, we clashed. Like this crazy reaction to Mary making, truthfully, I'm not giving Mary a pass, but when you see what Jenny is saying in her real life before she was on TV, like how she feels about black people and Black Lives Matter, it's actually just gross to me. Like that you would be so hurt and upset about a flippant, ignorant comment that had no malintent behind it. Like Mary was not being malicious. She was just being stupid. Yeah. These posts are like violent. Like she is wishing harm on people based on the color of their skin. Oh my God. And it's just like, weird. And she did like this weird Instagram live today. I didn't watch it all, so I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I did see a statement she put out that was like, she's officially let go, so she's not signed to her like NDA, her like basically a gag order. When you're filming, you can't talk about anything that's happening during filming. So she's like, well, I'm officially let go. I can officially speak on the situation. I'm going live on Instagram tomorrow. I'll be answering questions. Thank you to all who support me. Like, homegirl, you didn't win a race. You didn't win a prize. We don't like you. No, I have no questions for you except for where the fuck do you get off? Because both are fucked up, and I think that Mary and Jenny shouldn't be on TV because they don't know how to act. But now I'm just like, how do you wish violence on somebody? And like make posts that are like, how long until we realize this certain demographic is the problem before we do something? And she's doing this, I mean, she's got these pictures of her with these like big giant guns and like, do you remember the Charlottesville Incident? Like people were marching in defense of Jewish people and black people, and there was somebody drove their car into the crowd, and like some people died and were really hurt. She shared a post that was like a lady's car. You know how people have those little stick people, like how many kids they have? It's like a bunch of stickers on this car. And this man is like, oh my God, you have so many kids. And she's like, oh no, those aren't my kids. That's how many rioters have hit.
Oh my God.
Like, that's fucked up. And she, like, didn't apologize. So it's just like, I'm glad that Bravo has done the right thing and she won't be on TV anymore, but I am interested to see once they air next season, because they filmed this in real time. Like, everyone's seeing the posts and seeing social media have this reaction and all coming out. And, like, this season, Jen Shah gets into a bunch of trouble with the FBI. And so there is a part of the season where her husband is black. Her children are black. And they live in conservative, very tiny town Utah. And so the FBI and a bunch of cops show up with these big, ginormous guns with the lasers pointing at her children and made them, like, her black children who have done nothing. They're, you know, innocent bystanders in her crime, alleged crime. And they're, like, making them walk out with their hands behind their heads with these big, giant, I mean, I think the oldest one is 15 and the rest are all younger. And her husband. And it's like, Jen is, like, pissed. She's like, I'm just curious because, like, you know my family. I've let you come to my house. You've met my children. And you saw what they had to go through just because the cops were looking for Jen. But the fact that they knew black people were inside, they pulled up with fucking SWAT and guns out. She's like, how do you see that and see the trauma my kids just lived through? And you're sitting here as my friend, like, oh my God, Jen, that's so terrible. I'm so sad for you. And you're liking things, encouraging this behavior and saying that my children are a part of a demographic that needs to be wiped out because it's part of the problem. I'm really interested to see how those conversations happen because it seems
that's crazy.
Like they filmed some. So, like, you cannot be racist and also underwhelming. Like, I'm really glad she's not going to be on my TV because I already didn't like her as a character on the show. So, bye, Jenny. You won't be missed. And the very last thing I have to say is rest in peace, Kobe and Gianna Bryant. It's the 1 year anniversary of.
Oh my God.
Their
today?
It is the 1 year anniversary.
It's the wrong anniversary.
But at least now there's a sweetener. Because it's like a sad anniversary, but a happy one all at the same time. Bad segue.
Yeah.
Sure. I didn't, it's off the cuff, guys. I didn't plan it.
Wow, Brie. How are you going to lead us in now?
I got it. So, that top 3 was a mixed bag. The big takeaways are, don't be racist, live your life, you know, do the things that make you happy and tell people you love them, and do not apologize for who you are or why you are the way that you are. You need to just live your life because...
Unless you're Kanye West.
Or Jenny Nguyen. Okay. But today's topic is living unapologetically. Unless you're a racist. You should maybe apologize for that.
Yeah.
But basically, you know, everything else, as long as you're not hurting anybody, live your truth, babe, and don't say sorry. Don't say sorry. So that's what we're talking about. And I want to start us off with a quote that Drunk Me made up the other night on accident.
Was I there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I texted it to you, actually, when I was fighting for my life at brunch.
Oh.
I was fighting for my life. So, no, I'm not even going to get into brunch, but I lived a lot of life on Sunday, and I was not necessarily in the best mood until I did win a 42-inch TV at Bingo at Happy Camper. So shout out those guys because that was fucking cool. But I went through some stuff, and I was like kind of in a pissy mood, and so I texted Maddie, and I was talking about it. And what I landed on was, live your truth, but don't shit on mine. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the general vibe of this episode is like, you are in control of your whole entire life. There are things that might be outside of your control, but you can control how they affect you, how you react, and how you carry on beyond those things. And you don't have to shit on other people's realities or,
anything.
You don't have to shit on somebody else's version of life to make your version of life valid.
Yeah.
Like us. We are single, city girls. We are thriving. We are partying. Maybe even sleeping around just a little bit.
No, we're not sleeping around.
Yeah, I actually am a virgin at this point.
No.
I am closer to no sex for 2 years than I am to just 1 year out. I mean, I'm 5 seconds away from sex-free for 2 years. I'm a virgin.
No. I don't. Do you think that's the thing? Cut off? Do you think that's?
I think 1 year was. I was like, this is a brand new pussy. What are we talking about?
Oh my god! Wow.
No one's ever even touched it
Alright,
before.
so maybe you should save yourself.
Save myself for marriage.
I'm kidding.
Just kidding. I have no interest in doing that. But I think that me being as old as I am, with no husband, no children, no mortgage, I think that's fine because it works for me at this phase in life. But that does not take away from, I'm just as happy for anyone who is 28 and married with children and owns a home in the suburbs. That's very cool for you and I'm very happy. It's just it's not for me. One is not better than the other.
No.
I know some people that are doing I do this. So I have my pinky out there. I'm so cool and fancy like a show. You're not better than me.
Yeah. People be tripping.
So something that I'm just not willing to apologize for is my boundaries. I'm not ever going to change those for anybody. I don't care if it's a boss, if it's Barack Obama, my ex-boyfriend, my new boyfriend, my mother, I'm not going to change them. If it's good for me and it's going to help me have a good sense of security and mental health, I don't know why I am filth, but the thing that just came to mind, I don't care how much he's going to like it, I will never let a man jizz on my face. Not ever.
Oh my god. No.
I don't know why that's the boundary that just popped into my head. I think because we were just talking about me being a virgin.
Popped onto your face.
Never. It's a hard no for me. I will never change my mind. I don't care if he gets on his knees and begs and he's like, please, it's my life dream, then I'm not the girl for you. And I'm not going to feel that. I will not.
And he shouldn't make you feel bad.
Right? Little things like that. Do you have any maybe less filthy boundaries that you feel like you just can't let up for anyone?
I don't think so.
You don't have any boundaries in life?
I do. I didn't think about it.
Okay. Well, when I say living unapologetically, what does that bring up for you? What do you got in that one notebook of yours?
I put drinking and flirting. I will never apologize for doing too much of either of those things.
No, never. I put that on mine too. I put I wrote down things that I felt like I was not going to ever. I don't care if I marry fucking Prince Harry.
He's taken.
It's the principle of Meghan had to change a lot to be with him.
Right.
That would never. I don't care how much I love him. That relationship would not work for me because. There's one thing about it. I'm a loud, fun bitch. I'm not going to be quiet or small or boring for anybody. And I feel like I spent a lot of time in my early 20s feeling just based on the girls I was hanging out with, I have to be the kind of girl who wears like black all the time and like lots of makeup every time that I go out. And I'm going to go to only River North bars, and like if I don't get bottle service for free, then the night is a waste. Like I have to be that girl who's like kind of quiet and just doing that like soft fun dance that the boring girls do while I'm sitting up on top of this table and just like looking really disinterested. But what I've learned is I don't care how much I try, I'm not that girl.
Yeah.
I'm not. I want to shop like at fun places, and I want to wear a sweater that's neon orange. And I'll take the free bottle service and sit up at the top of the table. But I'm not going to do that weird little like my clothes are so tight, all I can do is wiggle my shoulders. I'm probably going to be flipping my hair all around and scream singing along.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, then we're just not each other's people, and that's okay.
And that is okay.
It took me quite some time to like.
Casey Musgrave said you can't be everybody's cup of tea. Some like it bitter, some like it sweet.
Yeah, I like it sweet.
I do too.
Also, I keep seeing people like doing these TikToks about like how to rebrand as sexy and mysterious, and like, no.
I love my brand.
I will never be sexy or mysterious because
I think you're sexy.
Oh. You heard it here, folks. I'm not you are sexy and mysterious. You don't talk much and you look good doing everything.
Oh my God, Brie.
I mean it.
That's crazy.
I have never shut the fuck up one day in my life, Like, I'm not mysterious. I'm the oversharer. Like, this is embarrassing, but one of the last guys I dated, like, on the first day that we met, I think that he literally knew everything significant that has ever happened to me.
Oh my God.
Ever.
Did he like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, that's what I had to come to terms with. It's like, I feel like I was spending so much time, like, embarrassed. Like, why do you never shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Or, like, even the other night, I was going through old pictures and videos just because I tend to do that. I'm a camera roll kind of bitch.
Don't go through your camera roll.
Yeah, I break that rule every fucking time.
Oh
I'm, for no reason at all, if I can't sleep, catch me scrolling back to fucking 2017 with them. I mean, for no reason. So I'm going through these old videos, and I found a video I'm going through a phase where I think it's funny to make servers bring, like, signs and sparklers out. It's funny to me, even though I'm not getting bottle service. I'm like, okay, I'm aware that this is an annoying request. But I want to just order, like, a round of shots, and, like, I don't just do it for no reason. I usually have a reason. So this day, it was my friend's birthday. We were all already wasted, but, like, just being the extra kind of bitch that I am, I ordered a round of blowjob shots for the table, and I said, it's my friend's birthday, so, like, can you have a bunch of girls come with, like, sparklers, because, like, I just want her to feel special.
Don't ever do that for me.
I'll
take the blowjob shot, but I don't want the
Don't tell me what to do.
sparklers.
Don't tell me what to do. I like it. Don't take away my joy, Maddie. Don't yuck my yum.
Don't make my birthday about you.
It wouldn't be me if I didn't make it about me a little bit. Anyway, the video of them bringing the sparklers, you can't even hear the bottle girls saying happy birthday because all you can hear is me screaming, happy birthday! I'm shouting. I look so happy to be doing this for her, and then it shows her. And she's like about to cry. She's like, oh my God. And still in the background, all you hear is me saying happy birthday over and over. So I sent it to her and I said, oh my God, this is so cute. Your birthday was so fun, but why am I the loudest bitch ever? And she said, loudest, most fun bitch I know. And it's like, I have to realize, like, the people who are your people are just going to like you in the way that you are. You don't have to change to fit into what other people think.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know why that is, like, hard to...
It's hard, yeah, like, when you grow up, it's hard to, like, realize, and then for some people, it's hard to do.
Do you find a struggle between... Because I feel like I don't have trouble with my lifestyle. I like everything I'm doing all the time. I don't like how little sex I'm having lately, But I feel like I grew up being the slutty friend. Like, I just was, like, doing things that other people weren't doing sooner or more often. Like, and I always felt this weird, like, obviously not shame because I was doing it, but, like, I have a friend who is, like, not more than one friend, that they're marrying or already married to, like, the one and only man they've ever been with. And I'm just like, I don't feel bad if you were to ask me, oh, how many people have you slept with? Like, that doesn't make me feel bad.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when they tell me, like, met this boy, he was my boyfriend, I lost my virginity to him, and now he's my husband, or, like, now we're just, like, I have another friend who, like, they're not married yet, but they just bought a house together. Like, for some reason, that makes me feel like a thing. Do you ever feel that?
No.
That's good. That's good. I like that about you. Because I don't feel bad, you know?
Yeah.
But for some reason, when other people...
it's easy to, like, be like, well, I wonder what my life would have been like if that happened to me. But then, like...
But also, ew.
Yeah, no.
If I did that, then I would be married to a man who threatened to sue me for telling the world that I thought he had a small penis. And yeah, I said it again!
Oh my
God.
It's so fucked
I'm sorry, I just had a flashback that happened to me.
It is so fucked up. Yeah, I love to go out and just dance and like a hoe.
Yeah.
I like to dance like a hoe. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't think there's an age limit on that kind of stuff
There's
either.
not.
Like,
It's just who you are.
right? Like,
Like,
there's
my
nothing
never
bad.
danced like a hoe. Like my sister does BTS behind the scenes, not the
Yeah,
background.
not.
But yeah, so like they're not going to, but like I always have, and I always will.
Hose unite. Because you know what? There's nothing wrong with a little booty shaking.
There's also nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Oh wait, no, that's
Okay,
not
okay.
a person.
No, there isn't anything wrong with a little bump and grind as long as everybody is a consenting adult.
Yes,
That's how we're going to save that one, because I almost sang it. That's why I went, ooh,
yeah,
because I almost sang it. But we don't do that.
yeah. Also, you know, everyone. No, let me start here. I know that my taste in clothes is different from like I don't wear basic clothing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't wear a lot of black,
Yeah.
you know. And
I would say your style is like a more fun, like you have a very colorful, fun style to you.
right, it's not like quirky.
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
like
It's just
colors,
it's not like,
patterns,
yeah.
whatever.
You have fun like your whole wardrobe is fun pieces.
Yeah. So, and everyone is like, no, I hate when people say, well, can I pull this off? You can pull off anything. Do you like it? Like, my sister's always like, do you like this? Like, can I pull it off? I'm like, well, I don't like it. But if you do, like, and she didn't like half my clothes, so I don't understand why people are, like, caring what other people wear. And, like, Emily in Paris, she wears crazy shit. She really, really does. But I think she looks great. And she's just living her freaking life. She's like, I don't care about these hoes.
Yeah, I think that is, and not even just on outfits, I do think that the hallmark of a good outfit is confidence.
Yeah, if you like it, wear it and rock it. If you want to do it and rock it. If you want to
suck it, do a good job. Listen, that's my thing. If you're going to wear it, own it. Because that's what ruins it. If you wear something like, these titties popped up overnight. I didn't choose them. I woke up one day. Listen, some people choose greatness, and some people have greatness thrust upon their chests. You know? I am one of those people. I woke up literally one day I was flat chested, and the next day I was a C cup. And I spent so much time trying to make them look and feel smaller. I was wearing sports bras that were not flattering. I was wearing stupid t-shirts trying to cover them up. And then eventually I was like, you know what? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, when you wear the sports bra, they don't look smaller. They just look like you just have one big titty.
Yeah.
And then you look dumb. You know what looks better?
Too
I don't care who calls me a whore. I'm going to wear a good bra. I'm supported. I'm looking great. And I'm going to wear a V-neck because that's what flatters me.
Yeah, you don't look like a hoe at all.
Like, I spent so much time thinking about, like, rather than what's flattering and makes me feel good, what's going to make other people comfortable? Because I'm aware that my chest is large and maybe someone's going to look. Listen, let them look. Because that's what makes you look good is when you're confident. If you're going around and like wearing things that are clearly uncomfortable and you're fidgeting with them, or you're like when I first started wearing things with cleavage, I feel like it just drew more attention to them because I was always like yanking my shirt up or like trying to cut. And it's like, no, just let it sit where it's going to sit. And people will be like, you know what?
Yeah. Confidence is key.
And if you're going to be a whore, you own that. Because who made whore a bad word? Some random loser. Because truthfully, the thing that changed my mindset, I'm like, I have always been like sex positive before I knew what sex positive was. I just always had the mindset of like, if a man asks me for a nude and I want to send it, like, it's okay to get pleasure out of, like, knowing somebody likes you or is attracted to you. Like, that is okay. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why other women make women feel bad for embracing that. I've always been the type, like, some women are just so shamey. Like, oh, my God, Brie, you send nudes? Listen, I'm not proud of, like, how young I was, so I'm not going to give out a number because that part's not great. But from a pretty early age, I'll say, you know, and I was in high school when I discovered that my body gives me power. And I don't feel bad about that anymore. You know? Like, there are certain situations that I, for sure, am benefiting from because I'm pretty and I have this body. I don't care. I really don't care. If my face is what gets me in the door or my body is what gets me in the door,
you're in the
great. I don't give a fuck because, you know, what keeps me in there? My brain, my mouth, my conversation, my skills.
What'd that mouth do?
Talk shit. But, like, you know, like, it's not bad to embrace what you've got. And, like, you know, truthfully, I think that somebody made whore a bad word because they were insecure. Because, truthfully, it does not change my personality. Like, anybody listening to this, you have no idea how many nudes I have or haven't sent in life. You don't know how many people I have or haven't had sex with. You don't know if I believe in anal, oral. Like, you don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So you think what you think of me because you think that. If your idea of me as a person changes because of what I'm doing sexually or with my finances or what I'm wearing or who I'm hanging out with or what I'm eating or how much I do or don't work out, you're the problem. You've got a problem with you. Because I am me. I read an analogy that was like, when you're eating cereal, you're never thinking about like, is this too many bowls of cereal? How many bowls of cereal have I had in my life? Like, I already had 100 bowls of cereal from my youth to now. I should not have this bowl of cereal. It doesn't fucking matter. It's cereal. It's not going to change who you are. It's not going to kill you. You're not hurting anybody by having more cereal.
It might get you pregnant. So, are we talking about sex?
Well, I didn't get to the sex part, but yeah. But, like, you know, you would never think.
Yeah.
Like, I had cereal yesterday. So I said,
you did?
No. Just use your imagination.
Craving cereal.
I could tell because your eyes literally lit up when I started talking about cereal. But, like, you would never be like, oh, just had cereal. What? I'm not even drunk, but I just had cereal yesterday, so I shouldn't have a new bowl today.
Wow. I feel like I said that to you once, and you're like, no, you should. And I was like, okay.
Like, you know, if you're fucking hungry, have something.
I'm always hungry, though, so.
But truthfully, whether you fuck 800 men or 2 your whole life,
right?
Truthfully, I mean, sure, if you're in a situation where you feel like it is changing you or how you feel about yourself or how you view yourself, then maybe cut back. But if you're not hurting anyone and it's not hurting you,
yeah,
who cares?
And even, like, if you know in the moment, no, if you know something's going to end badly, not badly, but just, like, in the morning, you might be like, oops, whatever. But if you want to do it in that moment, just do it.
Honestly, I'll say on the topic of sex, and then I'll shut up about it. I have only ever felt bad about what I haven't done. Because if you ask
a whole episode about it.
If you ask me about like why I was saying no to those people, it was never like I'm scared of him, or I feel forced, or I feel like I'm gonna regret it. It's always been, well, I don't want to go home with him because then my friends will see me and then they'll be like, "You're gonna go home with him," or like, you know, like I have always just been saying no for outside opinions reasons.
Yeah.
Or like there's been times that I've been like out to dinner and just depending on who's there, I'm like, just the salad, please. And it's like, no, I wanted the fucking calzone. But now I'm doing better of like at brunch, I got calzone and you know what else? I ate some pizza too. Yeah. And I had breadsticks.
I was so jealous.
Yeah, there was so
I mean, I had good food too. We were not together, unfortunately.
I know. I wish.
Things start to go haywire when we don't do that. Or when we do that. When we're not together,
things go haywire. Everything's bad.
Yeah. So basically, do whatever the fuck you want and do it hard though.
Yeah, like
Don't half-ass anything.
No, I want like
whole-ass everything. Isn't that like a quote people say?
I don't think so.
It is! People say that.
Whole-ass everything?
I think that's a quote from like The Office or something. Keep talking.
I don't think that anyone on earth has ever said that you should whole-ass something. But yeah, you look it up and let me know. No, I was gonna say not whole-ass it, but like if you're gonna stand on something.
Yeah. It's from Parks and Rec. Ron Swanson says, "Never half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing."
Well, yeah, I think that you should whole-ass all the things then.
Everything.
I think that just like it's always cooler to just like stand 10 toes down, double down if you have to, like. I don't want to ever take away from somebody else's. Like, if you're 28 and married and working on a baby or buying a house, like, I'm so happy for you. And I hope that you are happy in it. But also, I don't want you to make me feel bad. I think that's just, like, the phase of life I'm in is, like, I am 28 and I am single and I'm living in an apartment in the city and I don't plan to have a husband or a child or a home anytime soon.
Right.
And that makes me feel really, really good. You know?
Like, I'm happy for you with your choices that aren't the same as mine, so can you please be happy with me? It's not like we're purposely like, oh, I'm not going to even try to have a boyfriend. It's
right.
This
those
is the way the cookie has crumbled.
Well, those things will come to us in due time when they're meant to come, you know? Like, when those things are meant to happen for me, they will happen.
Yeah.
And I hope that they're happy for me when it happens.
I hope you're happy now that you're choosing this.
Great.
I hope it brings you bliss. I really hope you get it and you don't live to regret it.
There are no words for how happy I am that you just did that. Also, I'm just like floored at how perfectly that fits what we're talking about.
Yeah. Just so everyone knows, anything that I say that's a well-crafted quote or like just so profound, it is not an original thought.
Yeah, like in case you're not a musical person, that everything Maddie just said was so beautiful, but it is from Wicked. In case you guys weren't clear.
But that's a good thing because they chose different paths. Yeah. They were happy for each other.
So basically,
in the end,
also a quote.
I hope you're happy in my friend.
Yeah. But truthfully, I have so many friends that are in so many different. I have a friend who is doing jobs that she is required to travel, and she's going to be living in a different state. She just spent, a couple months in a state. She's back here. She's going to be traveling for the next who knows how many months. Like, she's going to be bopping around. She's not worried about what anybody's doing. And she is thriving, Mm-hmm. I also have friends who are married and working on their second or third babies. And I'm so happy. Do you know how fun it is to love on little cute babies? And not have to like take care of them at home. I really love that part. Or like pay for them because I'm poor. I just like, and then there's us. We're like doing the podcast thing and we're like trying to carve out this different lane for ourselves. I have friends who are like buying homes and like settling into the suburbs. I have friends who are planning to move to Florida or who knows where. Like, you just gotta forge your own path
with conviction
and like feel good about it. You should never, ever, ever feel like you have to make yourself small or different to feel loved and appreciated.
Oh
like,
God, yeah. That
don't.
actually reminds me of this other quote from another musical.
You can do it.
No, I have to look it up. It's from the last 5 years, if people are familiar with that, which I don't think a lot of people are. But he basically says, so they get into this huge fight, whatever, because they both, I'm not going to do that. But he says, I'm not going to lose just so that you can win.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's it. That's the quote. I feel like every episode there's like a good quote. Don't ever put yourself in a position to lose just because you want to help somebody else win or feel better about it. Like,
or don't make yourself be small just so someone else can feel more comfortable around you.
Because you know what? Once you start doing that, it never stops. I dated a guy that was like that. Like, he could not stand for him to be... He could not stand to be in a position to see me, like, be the one thriving or, like, getting all the attention. Like, I always had to downplay what was going on. Like, when I decided to go back to school. He hadn't gotten back to a place where he could go back to school. And so he was like, oh my God, why the fuck are you bragging? And it's like, okay, well, just because I went back to school doesn't mean, like, you're bad. We're just doing two different things right now. But, like, I always had to just, like, not talk about it.
Yeah.
Or, like, if I was doing well in school, I could not come to him and be like, oh my God, look, I got an A on this paper. Like, are you so proud of me? Because he was not. You know?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh my God, it's going to bother me so much until I find this right thing, but I just don't remember.
You don't remember the quote?
What song it's from.
Sorry. I have to tell you something.
What?
I forgot to watch The Bachelor.
Okay, well...
Do you want to just tell me what happened? I have seen some drama involving shrimp.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, you know, Shanae is just... I don't know what's going on inside her brain.
Does she have a personality disorder?
I don't think
And that's not
so.
even like a
I
mental
just
health
think
joke.
she's
I'm just like genuinely...
Like, I think... No, I don't think she has a personality disorder. I think she is trying to win the competition. That's what she keeps saying. She just wants to win the competition, and Elizabeth's in her way. It's like, nothing she said made any sense at all. But she was saying it with conviction. But unfortunately for her, nobody believed her. Cassidy left. She was sent home.
Oh, the fuck buddy girl.
Yeah, because he confronted her, and she was like, she was like, well, I like slept with him a few times like before I came here, and like I have no interest in being in a relationship with him. But then it, like, that's also not what Clayton asked, and also, then why'd you FaceTime him when you were here? If you're going on The Bachelor and you're trying to put up this charade, like, fuck buddy, whatever. You know, I don't care. I'm sure half of them have one.
Oh, sure.
But they didn't FaceTime them at the hotel when they got there.
Listen, the way I have cut off some fuck buddies without even a word, you know, like,
yeah,
it's as simple as they send you up,
and
are
she
you
put
out?
the Patty Heron, and she was like, nobody here likes you as much as I do. And he was like, okay, bye.
See you next time.
One of these girls, they're so crybaby girls.
There has been a lot of crying this season. Like, we're early in. How do you have this many feelings?
And then Caitlin Bristow was there, and they like went around the room and like talked about stuff that they're not proud of about themselves, and it was weird. I thought it was weird because like when things about themselves that they're not proud of or something.
Okay.
So I don't even know what I would say.
I know what I would say,
but like that's not like what they were saying. Like the one girl was like,
yeah, what were they saying?
I don't understand what he was saying. Like how he,
because I did see he
used to be fat, and like so. I don't know.
Clayton used to be fat.
Yeah, I think that they didn't understand.
Because I saw him tweeting something about like being vulnerable.
I don't understand
or something.
He had more hooded shirts to show us.
That was so. He tweeted because so many people were talking about the hoodie and blazer thing, and he said that production literally told him he had to stop.
Good,
and they helped him pick different outfits, so he doesn't do it anymore.
One thing I will give to Shanae, when somebody gets a date card and it's a single girl, I will not be jumping up and down in my little red wagon. I'll be like, what the fuck? Well, I'm not going to say it, but she was just sitting there like,
no, I think I want it to be my turn.
I wouldn't ever say, oh, I'm so happy for you, because I'm not. Yeah. And Shanae was like, why would they say, like, I'm not happy for you. I'm not going to say that. No. So I am with Shanae on that.
You know, Shanae is doing it wrong, but I think she really gets the gist of this episode without even listening to it. Like, she is who she is, and she's not changing. And literally everybody's saying, I don't like it.
Elizabeth and Lindsay.
Well, yeah, she's doing it wrong, but she's like, I'm not going to change who I am or apologize for how I am because it, you know?
Yeah. But then he goes on this one-on-one date with Sarah, and they have to like run around New York City or wherever they are, LA.
And I was like, what?
Underwear. Like, I would not be comfortable unless they were like high-waisted ones.
What kind of underwear?
And then they had to say, well, they gave it to them. Like, she was.
I was like, because I would be nervous because, you know, depending on what kind of pants you're wearing, that determines what kind of underwear.
Yeah. So anyway, then they pan back to the house. All the girls are walking around in their underwear. Elizabeth makes shrimp. She's like, do you guys want some shrimp? But there wasn't so much of it. Shanae took so much.
I literally saw a graphic of like a plate full of shrimp, and it said how many there were in total, and then the ones that Shanae ate by herself were one color, and what she left for the rest of the group was a different color. And I was like, ew.
Yeah. So then Elizabeth like was angry, but she didn't say anything. But then
because that's not common courtesy,
right? And Elizabeth was like, whatever, it's fucking shrimp. But then Shanae, oh my god. I
gotta watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Then they go to the beach and they're like making out with the CPR dummy, and Clayton and Baywatch stuff happens. Yada yada yada. That's basically. And then there was no. Oh, and then Shanae and
who goes home?
Nobody.
Actually, I don't care.
Shanae and Elizabeth are. So then Shanae is like, oh my god, Clayton, like, Elizabeth, I have to just tell you, like, she is, like, one way towards me in the house one day, and then the next day she's like this, yada, yada, yada. And Elizabeth was like, what?
I
was
think
like,
that's
I don't
all
care. It is. And then Shanae also told Clayton that Lindsay was a bully to her, and then the one girl who said this stuff to Cassidy that she told to Clayton about Cassidy, she was like, we're not bullying you, we just don't like you. So you can, that is a wrap. Oh my god. So you can follow us on Twitter at Snax_in_the_city. You can follow us on Instagram at _Snax_in_the_city. And you can listen to our podcast called Snax in the City wherever you find podcasts. Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, anywhere else. And you can follow us on Instagram at _Snax in the City. Link in bio. And our personal handles on all platforms are at Maddie Rossetto and at Brianna_Irene. And with that,
Snax out.